Good morning. From what was supposed to be a beautiful sunny day in London, perfect for a spot of cricket, how apt would it have been for Aaj Tak to launch its first one-day international with that? But it wouldn't be London if I didn't talk about the weather. What it does show is that UK and India are united by more than just cricket and curries, also by Met departments who don't get their predictions right. Weather aside, with great pleasure, I introduce this special London edition of Salam Cricket, timed with the Champions Trophy. Champions Trophy, which many say is the hardest tournament to play, even harder than the World Cup, because it has only the top 8 cricketing teams in the world. A tournament of this stature needs a battery of experts and players to make sense of it, to understand it, to explain it for fans like you and me. So we at India Today and Aaj Tak have arranged an unparalleled gathering of champions in London to do just that. Each of our speakers today is a luminary, a legend in the world of cricket. They have been there and done all that. They have made records, smashed them, they have won World Cups and Champions Trophy, led teams and nurtured young talent, and made their countries very, very proud. Here at Salam Cricket, we present to you the view from the inside. Frank chats on what it's really like to play a tournament this big. What it will take Virat to lead an Indian team against Pakistan with tensions in the border so high. What it's like to bowl to Steve Smith or play against Ben Stokes. Our event today, with a finale of 11 cricket captains, promises to be almost as exciting as the finale of the Champions Trophy. But here, we get to play umpire. It's a real honor. Let the games begin and may the best team win.
So Kali said it's not sunny in London, but we've got Sunny Bhai on stage. Please, sir. आज तक में दरअसल इससे पहले हमने सचिन तेंदुलकर के रिटायरमेंट के वक्त हमने ये एक्सपेरिमेंट अपना शुरू किया और इतना सुपर हिट हुआ ये कि हम सलाम क्रिकेट कहने के लिए हमेशा आ जाते हैं. सुनील गावस्कर को मतलब ये शब्द भी छोटा हो जाता है कि हम परिचय नहीं दे सकते, परिचय छोटा हो जाता है, बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती हैं, लेकिन आप अपनी हैसियत उस वक्त आपको समझ में आती है जब आप एक महान खिलाड़ी के बगल में बैठे होते हैं और उनसे सवाल पूछते हैं. दरअसल हम सवाल नहीं, हम तो उन यादों की गलियारों में आपको ले जाना चाहते हैं. लॉर्ड्स मैदान से बस कुछ ही दूरी पर हम बैठे हैं. लव हेट रिलेशनशिप आपका रहा है यहाँ से.
बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने, क्योंकि और सबसे पहले सबको गुड मॉर्निंग और शुक्रिया कि आप इस सेशन के लिए आप मौजूद है. हाँ, लॉर्ड्स के साथ पहले जब मतलब आपकी जो फर्स्ट लुक होती है तो देखिए एक मतलब या तो लव एट फर्स्ट साइट होता है या तो आप इग्नोर करते हैं, या आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि हेट एट फर्स्ट साइट होता है, पर लव एट फर्स्ट साइट बनता है. तो लॉर्ड्स के मैदान के बारे में इतना सारा सुना था कि लॉर्ड्स दिस, लॉर्ड्स दैट, लॉर्ड्स दिस. जब पहली बार मैं लॉर्ड्स पे गया और जब आपका पहला जो दर्शन होता है, पहली जो व्यू होती है, वो आपकी जो ड्रेसिंग रूम बनती है, तो ड्रेसिंग रूम के वहाँ से होती है. तो ड्रेसिंग रूम इज़ ऑन द फर्स्ट फ्लोर. तो फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट फ्लोर व्हेन यू सॉ लॉर्ड्स and from the visitors dressing room, the England dressing room is on the other side, the visitors dressing room is on the left side, and you actually saw a slope of the ground, which was, you know, when you look from one end towards the tavern end, it's almost, I'm told, as much as about 5.5 to 6 feet, matlab more than my height. And then I'm saying to myself, ki how can a ground which is sloping like this be such a revered ground or such a talked about ground? I can understand the reverence. I can understand the reverence because of the history that the ground has. But you know, when everybody started talking about it as the best cricket ground in the world, I was not able to accept it. Also, I was not able to gel with the fact that, and as I started coming to England a lot more, I began to understand that the English are a lot more restrained in their expression of emotion. You know, like for example, if there was appreciation of a shot, generally there would be 2-3 तालियां बस, and that's it. हमारे यहाँ कैसे चोरी होता है बस भारत में, तो you are so used to, you know, all that noise and you know, sure, this thing. Suddenly you find 3-4 claps and that's it. There was silence, and so I'm saying, you know, the atmosphere wasn't quite something that, you know, uplifted you, and which is the reason I had this, you know, this thing about disappointment really more than anything else. So it wasn't any hate or anything of the sort, it was just disappointment. And then subsequently also there was this business of, if you're calling it the headquarters of cricket, then I think as headquarters of cricket you should be able to recognize some of the current players. You cannot have a situation where a current player is denied you know, entry into the ground because he doesn't have the proper accreditation. So I think that just struck me as being just a little too snobbish, just a little too unnecessary. And therefore I think, you know, the gelling जो बनती है वो that didn't quite happen.
कनेक्शन नहीं बना.
Connection नहीं बना.
लेकिन आज की तारीख में जब इंग्लैंड के कप्तान इस बारे में कंप्लेन करते हैं, आज की तारीख में नहीं, कई सालों से शुरू हो गया है कि जब भी यहाँ पर मुकाबला होता है तो इस तरीके से हिंदुस्तान को चीयर किया जाता है जैसे हिंदुस्तान का होम ग्राउंड है ये. तो इंग्लैंड में आकर रह गए हो लेकिन यहाँ पर इंडिया की टीम को चीयर कर रहे हो, तो अब तो माहौल उस तरह से बदल गया है जो चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी में इंडिया को पूरे इंग्लैंड में फायदा रहेगा.
बिल्कुल, और यही तो मैं, जो अंग्रेज कमेंटेटर्स आते हैं इंडिया में और हमेशा ये बात करते हैं कि हमारे जो बल्लेबाज होते हैं, जब कभी कोई बल्लेबाज, खास करके हमारे नंबर 1 या नंबर 2 के बल्लेबाज, मतलब विराट कोहली या सचिन तेंदुलकर या राहुल द्रविड़, जब आउट होते हैं तो एक सन्नाटा सा होता है ग्राउंड पर, तो बोलते देखो ग्राउंड इज कम्प्लीटली क्वाइट. तो मैं हमेशा उनको यही कहता हूँ कि आपके यहाँ इसीलिए नहीं होता क्योंकि हमारे भी जो दर्शक है, हमारे जो प्रेक्षक है वो आपके यहाँ मौजूद है, और इसीलिए शोर होता है फॉर एवरी बाउंड्री हिट, एवरी विकेट दैट फॉल्स इज ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ द इंडियन प्रेजेंस देयर. I said if there was a British presence there, English spectators being present at Indian grounds, I'm sure there would be some noise, because then who likes your own team not doing well, whether it's in the batting or in the bowling, and that's quite natural with Indian spectators.
अच्छा, ऐसा क्या हुआ? क्योंकि आपसे जब भी सवाल कोई पूछते हैं तो हमें पता होता है कि नो कमेंट्स करके सनी भाई आगे नहीं बढ़ेंगे. ऐसा क्या होता है कि आप कभी मालूम है लॉर्ड्स के पास हैं लेकिन भाई मेरा कोई कनेक्शन नहीं बना, आप कमेंट्री बॉक्स में भी बैठकर ऐसी बातें कहते हैं जो सच होती हैं, कभी डिप्लोमेसी की नहीं सोची?
नहीं, आपने देखिए, मैं एक ओपनिंग बैट्समैन रह चुका हूँ और पुराने ज़माने का ओपनिंग बैट्समैन. और पुराने ज़माने के ओपनिंग बैट्समैन को ये सिखाया जाता था कि आपको कौन सी गेंद खेलनी है और कौन सी छोड़नी है. तो जब मुझे कुछ कहना नहीं होता, अगर गेंद छोड़नी है तो मैं नो कमेंट्स बोल देता हूँ. अगर गेंद को चौका मारना है तो फिर मैं कुछ जवाब देता हूँ. So that's what happens. I think that's the way I generally have been. And generally my no comments is on subjects on which I do not really have complete knowledge.
मैं उसी दिशा में आपको असल में लेकर जा रही हूँ, उस जोन में. अभी जिस तरीके से अनिल कुंबले ने कैप्टनसी की है, माफ कीजिएगा कोचिंग की है इंडियन टीम की, वो सबसे सक्सेसफुल पीरियड्स में से एक गिना जाएगा उनका 1 साल. आज की तारीख में अगर ये कहा जा रहा है कि एक नए कोच की तलाश है, क्या हमें एक नए कोच की ज़रूरत है दरकिनार करते हुए जो अनिल कुंबले ने किया है?
देखिए, जो मेरी समझ में आ गया कि उनके लिए 1 साल का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट दिया था उनको, और 1 साल के बाद जब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट अब खत्म हो रहा है तो बीसीसीआई ने ये तय किया है कि हम प्रोसीजर फॉलो करेंगे और नए कोच के लिए एक एडवर्टाइजमेंट देंगे. तो एडवर्टाइजमेंट के बाद में शायद कोई अप्लाई भी नहीं करेगा क्योंकि अनिल कुंबले को डायरेक्ट एंट्री मिली है एज अ कैंडिडेट फॉर द कोच. मे बी देयर विल बी नोबडी एल्स अप्लाइंग फॉर. So I think what the BCCI is doing is, in my view, is just following procedure.
But do you think there is substance to the argument that is being given that Virat Kohli and Anil Kumble don't gel?
Well, you will never have a situation where the captain and coach in any country is on the same page. there will always be a little difference of opinion.
विराट कोहली रवि शास्त्री की दोस्ती बहुत अच्छी थी.
Yeah, but I'm sure if there were any differences, they probably didn't come to the fore. But it cannot happen. It's just simply impossible to happen for the simple reason that the coach invariably is somebody who's played in this, maybe an earlier generation or the just finished generation. So the thought process, the approach, the attitude towards the game is slightly different. May not be, radically different, but slightly different. And in which case there is going to be just a little bit of an argument or disagreement on the tactics, on the attitude, on the approach. Maybe it might not be for something actually happening on the field. It could be maybe to something like a practice session. It could be something like, the combination of a team. So I don't think that should be taken too seriously, because these kind of discussions, in fact, are very healthy for the team. In fact, because, you are having, it's always good to have a slightly contrary opinion, because that actually gives you perspective, gives you, options to look at different things.
क्या एक कोच कप्तान की पसंद का होना चाहिए, टीम की पसंद का होना चाहिए, बीसीसीआई की पसंद का होना चाहिए?
The coach should be somebody who's good for Indian cricket. I don't think it should be because the captain likes it, because then the coach is always aware of the fact that his job depends on the captain's likes and dislikes. So no, I don't think so. I think it should be clearly that a coach should be somebody who's got a vision for Indian cricket, a vision not just over the next 24 months or next 12 months, but a vision that is, going to carry Indian cricket forward for the next 8 to 10 years. And I think that's the kind of coach that you should be looking for. And if then there is a situation where he and the captain don't always are on the same page, then so be it.
आपके आकलन में अनिल कुंबले कैसे कोच हैं?
I think he's somebody who's done a very good job. Coach is, how good a coach is generally actually, you find out when you're in the periphery, when you're in, when you're in the actual practice sessions, when you're actually in team meetings, strategy meetings, bowling group meetings, batting group meetings, then you realize how good a coach is. Since I'm not privy to that, but I'm just simply going by the results. And when you go by the results of last year, I don't think Anil's done anything wrong.
लेकिन विराट कोहली का उनसे नाराज होना भी बनता है अगर वो नहीं बन पा रहा है, वो चाह रहे हैं कोई नया कोच.
I'm sure. I mean, clearly, I think if the skipper has strong feelings, he's entitled to his strong feelings, because at the end of the day, he's the one who's on the field.
अगर आपको ऐसा सिचुएशन रिजॉल्व करना हो तो आप कैसे रिजॉल्व कर पाएं कि कैप्टन और कोच में नहीं बन रही, आप क्या करेंगे? दोनों जरूरी हैं, दोनों इंडियन क्रिकेट के लिए अच्छे हैं.
To be honest with you, I've never even thought about it, and it's hard for me to say how it should be resolved. I only hope that better sense prevails, because I think absolutely nobody is bigger than the game. And I think Indian cricket has got to be number one. And what is good for Indian cricket is the way forward. What that good is, we can all differ. Because we are, no five fingers are the same. So we can all differ on that. But at the end of the day, as long as our heart beats for Indian cricket, as long as our view is that this move will help Indian cricket, I think we should encourage it.
जब तक हमारा दिल धड़कता है हिंदुस्तानी क्रिकेट के लिए तब तक, और क्योंकि सिर्फ दिक्कत ये है सनी भाई कि ये बिल्कुल चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी की शुरुआत में हुआ, और ऐसा हो सकता है कि देखिए इंडियन मीडिया में एक दो स्टोरीज हम देखते हैं इसकी, लेकिन ज़्यादा होता है कि अब खासकर पाकिस्तान से पहला मुकाबला, तो उसमें उस कैंप में ज़्यादा ये खबरें बढ़ा चढ़ाकर दिखाई जाने लगती हैं. क्या प्लेयर्स को प्रभावित करेंगी? क्या इंडियन टीम को फर्क तो नहीं पड़ सकता इससे?
देखिए, having been covering Indian cricket for a while now, I know one thing. What Indian cricketers actually dread are the off days. They dread the off days, because in the off days, when there is no cricket to report, then stories like this come out. That, okay, these guys went to the beach, these guys had a late night, these guys had non-vegetarian food, these guys did this, these guys did that. Some story to keep it going, because there's no actual cricket to report on. So the off days are the ones that the Indian cricket team dreads, because then anything can come up. And I'm not even sure whether these reports that are coming about, differences between Virat and Anil are how true they are, or whether it is somebody's imagination. But you're right. I think the timing is not correct. Timing is not correct because we've got such a big game. We've got a big, I think a game which will probably, pretty much decide which way the Indian team is going to do in the Champions Trophy.
क्योंकि 2009 की बात है जब धोनी को परेड करवानी पड़ गई थी वर्ल्ड T20 के लिए, मैं यहीं पर थी कवरेज के लिए, और पूरी परेड करवानी पड़ गई थी नॉटिंघम में कि सारे खिलाड़ी एक साथ हैं, और सिर्फ एक स्टेटमेंट पढ़ा गया था और उसके बाद चले गए। तो उम्मीद है वो स्थिति यहाँ पर नहीं आएगी। लेकिन चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी पिछली बार जिस तरह से हम चैंपियन बने वो देखा, जिस तरीके से ये टीम लगातार जीत रही है, आदत है, एक अलग सा अग्रेशन दिखता है। चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी की चैंपियन अपना डिफेंड कर लेगी इंडियन टीम, ये श्योर हैं आप?
भाई क्रिकेट में तो कोई श्योर नहीं बन सकता।
होना चाहेंगे?
होना चाहिए श्योर। ऐसा लग रहा है जिस तरह से उन्होंने पिछले 2 मैचेस जो वार्म अप मैचेस थे, जिस तरह से उन्होंने प्रदर्शन किया, मतलब बल्लेबाजों ने कल बांग्लादेश के खिलाफ
वन साइडेड,
हाँ, और 2 दिन पहले जब हमारी गेंदबाजों ने इतनी अच्छी गेंदबाजी की कि न्यूजीलैंड जैसी टीम को उन्होंने 189 में ऑल आउट किया, तो उसका सबसे बड़ा फ़ायदा हमारे बल्लेबाजों को हो गया। क्योंकि आपके सामने अगर लक्ष्य 190 का ही होता है और 50 ओवर की गेम में मतलब 4 रन की भी एवरेज नहीं बनती, स्कोरिंग रेट नहीं बनती, तो आप काफ़ी मतलब आराम से खेल सकते हैं। आपको ये ज़रूरी नहीं होता जैसे कि 2020 में कि हर एक गेंद को कुछ ना कुछ करे, या तो चौका मारे, छक्का मारे, 1 रन 2 रन। यहाँ पे आप काफ़ी बिंदी गेंद भी खेल सकते हैं। और वो भी देखा कि विराट कोहली ने बहुत सारे बिंदी गेंद खेले, बहुत सारी गेंदें छोड़ दी और कुछ रन नहीं बनाए, और वो थोड़े सेटल होने के बाद उन्होंने अर्धशतक बनाया। तो इसीलिए जिस तरह से गेंदबाजों ने गेंदबाजी की, उसी का शुक्रिया उनको भारतीय बल्लेबाजों को करना होगा, क्योंकि उनको वो मौका मिला। हाँ, अजिंक्य रहाणे ने मौके का फ़ायदा नहीं उठाया, और दिनेश कार्तिक ने कल बांग्लादेश के खिलाफ अच्छी बल्लेबाजी की। तो जो प्रदर्शन हमने देखा है, और फील्डिंग में भी, क्योंकि एक दूसरी बात हम हमेशा भूल जाते हैं कि जब आप इंग्लैंड आते तो इंग्लैंड की जो हवामान है यहाँ की, तो बहुत मुश्किल बनता है कभी कभी कैचेस पकड़ने के लिए, क्योंकि गेंद हवा में काफ़ी हिलती है। तो आपको लगता है कि कैच आसान सा कैच है, पर गेंद आते वक्त, नीचे आते वक्त सीम पर भी कभी अगर गेंद नहीं हो, खास करके नई गेंद हो, तो वो गेंद सीम पर से जब नीचे आती है तो भी थोड़ी सी हिलती है। तो मतलब आपके हाथ होंगे वहाँ पे, गेंद होगी दूसरी तरफ। तो जो फील्डिंग हमने देखी ये 2 वार्म अप मैचेस में, जिस तरह की बल्लेबाजी थी, जिस तरह की गेंदबाजी थी, उसे तो हौसला बढ़ता है कि इंडियन टीम चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी डिफेंड कर पाएगी।
क्योंकि जब वो कैच की बात आपने की थी टीवी पर, तो हम देखकर यही सोच लेते हैं अरे यार ये कैच नहीं आया, हाथ लॉलीपॉप था बिल्कुल। लेकिन वही उस वक्त आप हवा को थोड़ा सा दोष दे सकते हैं अगर आपका फेवरेट क्रिकेटर छोड़े कोई कैच। पाकिस्तान से पहला मुकाबला हमारा, इंडियन टीम को हमेशा ही एक बैटिंग स्ट्रॉन्ग यूनिट माना जाता है। जिस तरह से हम प्रैक्टिस मैचेस का जिक्र कर रहे हैं, वहाँ पर हम गेंदबाजों का प्रदर्शन देख रहे हैं। क्या इस बार आप बैटिंग बॉलिंग में एक संतुलन देख रहे हैं इंडिया के, या आप बॉलिंग को थोड़े से ज़्यादा नंबर देंगे?
मैं समझता हूँ कि इस बार बॉलिंग को मैं थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा मानूंगा, क्योंकि हमारी जो ओपनिंग की जो पार्टनरशिप है वो अभी तक जमी नहीं है। शिखर धवन और रोहित शर्मा ओपन करेंगे, पर रोहित शर्मा ने कल रन नहीं बनाया। शिखर धवन की IPL की फॉर्म अच्छी रही, उसके बाद में ये 2 मैचेस थे उन्होंने अच्छी तरह से बल्लेबाजी की। अजिंक्य रहाणे का कोई फॉर्म नहीं बन रहा है। युवराज सिंह बीमार है, युवराज सिंह फिट होंगे कि नहीं पता नहीं। तो इसीलिए जिस तरह से गेंदबाजी हमने देखी है पिछले 2 मैचेस में, मुझे इस बार लग रहा है कि हमारी गेंदबाजी पर शायद हम थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा डिपेंड करेंगे, क्योंकि इस हवामान में गेंद स्विंग करके, गेंद को बाउंस करके, गेंद को यॉर्कर करके, हमारी जो गेंदबाज जिस तरह से गेंदबाजी कर रहे हैं, बहुत ही प्रशंसनीय बात है। और आक्रामक गेंदबाजी हो रही है। ऐसा नहीं कि जब हमारे पास नए गेंदबाज हुआ करते थे, इनकी आक्रामक गेंदबाजी नहीं होती थी, वो एक मतलब रिस्ट्रिक्टिव गेंदबाजी हो रही थी। तो ये जो हमारे पास जो है भुवनेश्वर कुमार, बुमराह, शमी और उमेश यादव, वो जो गेंदबाजी करते हैं, इट्स अग्रेसिव फास्ट बॉलिंग, एंड आई थिंक that always puts the opposition on the back foot. So clearly I believe that this time around our bowling is just that little bit better than the batting.
अगर हम जैसे बैट्समैन का आपने जिक्र किया, कोई टेस्ट नहीं हुआ है अभी तक, कोई लय में नहीं आया है, क्या दिनेश कार्तिक को एक प्योर बैट्समैन की तरह खिलाया जा सकता है, या इंतजार किया जाए कि वो धोनी का ही रिप्लेसमेंट होंगे या तो नहीं होंगे?
हाँ, एक बात है कि कल हार्दिक पांड्या ने जिस तरह से बल्लेबाजी की, तो विराट कोहली और अनिल कुंबले के सामने बहुत अच्छे ऑप्शंस अब पैदा हो गए। जैसे हम कहते हैं कि मीठा सरदर्द हो गया, क्योंकि अगर युवराज फिट नहीं है तो शायद वो दिनेश कार्तिक को उनकी जगह खिलाएंगे, या हार्दिक पांड्या को भी खिला सकते हैं, और केदार जाधव को नंबर 4 पर आप भेज सकते हैं, क्योंकि केदार जाधव को भी जितने ज़्यादा ओवर्स मिलेंगे उतना उनके लिए भी अच्छा रहेगा। तो ये जो ऑप्शंस बनते हैं, तो I just think that these are very pleasant options for the Indian team, that they can either pick A or B. With Hardik Pandya, what happens is you get a few overs. His bowling has not quite come on as much as his batting has, but he still is an option in case it is overcast conditions. If there's a little more grass on the surface where the seam bowler can do something, I think you might have a look at Hardik Pandya as well.
But is it the same sweet headache when we talk about the bowling lineup? Because that is going to affect the team combination as well. We've got more than 3 pacers doing well right now in the Indian team.
Yeah, but the big advantage is that Hardik Pandya can at number 6 or number 7 still come in and bowl your 4-5 overs in case one of your new ball bowlers is not finding his rhythm, is being hammered. And down the order, he can come and hit the ball of air distance. So that's the plus. If Yuvraj is fit, I don't think Hardik Pandya will get a look in. But if Yuvraj is not fit, then it will be a question of either Dinesh Karthik, Hardik Pandya, simply because of the form they are in. I would otherwise look at Ajinkya Rahane, because Ajinkya Rahane has not been in form. That's why, there's just a little bit of a question mark. Otherwise, Ajinkya Rahane would walk into the side in case Yuvraj was not fit.
अब जो सबसे बड़ा मुकाबला होता है, जो सुपर हिट मुकाबला होता है इंडिया पाकिस्तान का, शुरुआत उसी से हो रही है। और मुझे या सबको ये हल्का सा एहसास रहता है कि चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी को अगर दोबारा जन्म मिला तो मुमकिन है एक तो भारत के चैंपियन बनने से और दूसरा भारत पाकिस्तान के मुकाबले से। तो किसी तरीके से दोनों आ ही जाते हैं खेलने के लिए, और इस ड्रॉ में भी शुरुआत उनसे ही हो रही है। पाकिस्तान की टीम इकलौता आंकड़ों का जब बात करती है तो यही कहती रहती है कि वर्ल्ड कप छोड़िए, वर्ल्ड कप में आप भले ही सारे मैचेस जीते हैं, चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी में हमारा रिकॉर्ड बेहतर है। लेकिन क्या पाकिस्तान टीम उस तरह की रह भी गई है कि वो आज की तारीख में अगर कहें कि चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी में हम सिर्फ रिकॉर्ड के दम पर आकर खेल लेंगे इंडिया से?
देखिए, ये रिकॉर्ड जो बनता है, मतलब जो प्रीवियस रिकॉर्ड बनता है, वो सिर्फ जो नॉन प्लेयर्स है वो सोचते हैं, प्लेयर्स सोचते नहीं। प्लेयर्स तो हमेशा प्रेजेंट में रहना।
उनके कैप्टन ने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में इन आंकड़ों की बात कर दी।
देखिए, कप्तान तो अगर ओपनिंग बैट्समैन होता शायद वो क्वेश्चन को छोड़ देता, पर इतना एक्सपीरियंस भी कप्तान है नहीं। आई थिंक ही इज़ अ न्यू कैप्टन, सरफराज अहमद, and therefore you might have said that. But I think sometimes you also say things just to get an advantage over the opposition, just to show that confidence to your own teammates and to your supporters. And clearly, I think sometimes you also use it to psych yourself up. And maybe because of their record against India in World Cups, what Pakistan's captain is trying to do is trying to psych his team up, saying, look, so what? This is not a World Cup, this is a Champions Trophy. And we've beaten them in the past in the Champions Trophy. But this is a slightly inexperienced Pakistan team without Yunus Khan, without Misbah-ul Haq. So India certainly, I think, in my view, start the favourites.
कितना चांस, कितना परसेंटेज वाइज क्या रखेंगे?
I think India definitely start huge favourites for the simple reason that they have just come off a very successful IPL. All their batsmen, all their bowlers are in match practice, may not always be in the best of form, but are in match practice.
80-20, 90-10?
I would think 80-20.
80-20. If anybody has a question.
Difference of opinion between Virat and Anil. But would you say that the advisory committee, Sachin, Saurav and VVS, is that the best option? If there is something brewing that the three of them should sit both of these people down and try and solve the problem?
Absolutely. Not just because they are the advisory committee, but because they are three legends of the game, three players who, both these players, both Anil and Virat, have been teammates and who therefore will get the respect and will definitely be heard by both Virat and Anil. And clearly, I think everybody knows that these three have nothing but the interests of Indian cricket at heart. So clearly, that is something that, in case there is any truth in this rumor, I certainly think that's the way forward.
आप भी उस कमेटी में थे, आपने सोचा था कि एक इंडियन कोच और एक इंडियन कैप्टन के बीच इस तरह के इश्यूज हो सकते हैं?
नहीं, देखिए, इश्यूज तो किसी के साथ भी बन सकते हैं. द बिगेस्ट एडवांटेज ऑफ एन इंडियन कोच इन माय व्यू इज दैट ही सीज लोकल टैलेंट. व्हेन इट कम्स टू सिलेक्शन, he sees some of the fringe, he's seen some of the fringe players. On the other hand, a coach who's come from overseas hasn't seen the fringe players, has no idea or little idea of some of the fringe players that are knocking on the doors of international cricket. And then there is that little bit of understanding of the accent, understanding of the culture. There could be a clash of cultures. There's a difference in the cricketing cultures of every country. There's a difference in the upbringing, cricketing upbringing of every country. So I think, therefore, sometimes it does take a little while for an overseas coach to understand the Indian cricketing culture. And therefore, it doesn't always work. As long as every coach is aware that his job is to be the facilitator, and that the real man in charge of performance on the field is the captain.
सनी भाई, इंडिया ने अपने दोनों मैच जीते हैं, शुरुआती दोनों मैच जीते हैं. अब आपको क्या लगता है, इंडियन टीम को यदि आपसे एडवाइस देना हो तो आप क्या एडवाइस देना चाहेंगे? 3 एडवाइस यदि विराट को देना हो आपको तो क्या देना चाहेंगे आप?
देखिए, मैं उनको यही कहूँगा कि जिस तरह से आप खेल रहे हैं, काइंड ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस दैट यू हैव गॉट is what you should carry on in the matches. Carry to the next match. Do not be overconfident, but be quietly confident that you have the men and the ammunition to beat the opposition.
जब 1983 की बात जब हम पढ़ते हैं, कहानियाँ, जो किताबें हैं, उस सब में जब ये कहा जाता है कि सेमीफाइनल के आसपास ही वो अमेरिका का टिकट भी बुक किया हुआ था कि सब वहाँ पर घूमने जाएंगे, क्योंकि तय ही नहीं था कि फाइनल तक, मतलब सेमीफाइनल तक पहुँचना बहुत बड़ा बोनस था कि फाइनल तक पहुँचेंगे. तो वो ख्याल और आज का ये ख्याल कि हम लोग जब एक मीडिया हाउस भी तैयारी करती है तो हम फाइनल का कवरेज कैसे करेंगे और जीतने के बाद हम कैसा कवरेज करेंगे, उसकी भी तैयारी कर चुके होते हैं. ये कॉन्फिडेंस का बदलाव है.
हाँ, नहीं, जो उस वक्त अमेरिका का जो टूर था, उसकी डेट्स टूर्नामेंट के बाद की डेट्स थी. ऐसा नहीं था कि हम सोच रहे थे कि हमारी पहले राउंड में एग्जिट होगी और फिर हम, अगर मैच पहले राउंड 14 तारीख को ख़त्म हो रही, कि हम 16 तारीख को अमेरिका निकल जाएंगे. और अमेरिका क्रिकेट खेलने जा रहे थे, हॉलीडे के लिए नहीं जा रहे, एग्जीबिशन मैचेस खेलने जा रहे थे. तो जो बुकिंग थी वो एक्चुअली 25 जून के बाद की थी, कुछ 28 जून की कुछ बुकिंग थी. तो उस वक्त एक्चुअली पहले मैच के बाद में जो पहली मैच थी ऑफ दैट 1983 कैंपेन at Manchester, India v West Indies, it was just the first match of the league. वहाँ पे when we beat them, it was the second time we had beaten them in 2 months, in 3 months. And that gave us the confidence, hello, I mean, this looks like a completely different situation now. And I think that was a quiet confidence. Then there were a couple of, situations where we were in dire straits. There was a match against Australia. Everybody talks about the Zimbabwe game, but there was also a match against Australia which was a touch and go match. We lost to Australia in one of the earlier matches. That World Cup we played in the same group. We played each other twice, the same country twice. But in that second game also was a touch and go situation, and that's where our seamers came to the party. Seamers bowled so well, we dismissed Australia for not too many. So I think there was just that little bit of confidence that actually, came after that first win. So I don't think anybody was really thinking in terms of going to America at that stage. The only thing was, the America thing was planned for after the tournament.
कई बार कहानियां असल में कुछ ऐसी बदलती हैं कि लोग अपने हिसाब से भी उसको ढालते जाते हैं.
Because the whole thing about news is that never let the truth come in the way of a good story. अब आज भी हम जब 99 की बात करते हैं, वो जो स्टीव वॉ का कैच जो हर्शल गिब्स ने ड्रॉप किया, तो एक बिल्कुल एक कहानी बन गई because it was a very romantic story कि Steve Waugh said to him, hey, you have dropped the World Cup. Subsequently, now Steve Waugh has written a book in which is clarified that he said nothing of the sort to Herschel Gibbs, that he never said anything that, hey, you've dropped the World Cup. But yet, when we talk about that incident, still, despite Steve Waugh making, for whom the quote was attributed, making it clear that he didn't say it, still, when that catch is referred to, the same thing is being referred. Because like the story still stays the same.
सनी भाई
Like
एक और कहानी है 24 साल पुरानी. अब वो आज आप बता दें सच है या झूठ. लॉर्ड्स का जब आप वर्ल्ड कप जीते और सामने डोनुबियस होटल में आप गए, ये सच है कि भारत की टीम को वर्ल्ड कप जीतने के बाद डिनर नहीं मिला था या डिनर नहीं कर पाए थे?
नहीं, क्योंकि वो यहाँ पे आप जानते हैं कि some of the hotels, their kitchen closes at about 9 o'clock. So I think it was by the time we got back to it was the Westmoreland Hotel then. By the time we got to the Westmoreland Hotel, it was past 9 o'clock. And that was the only reason. And even when we got to the hotel, it was just completely, the whole lobby, everything was crowded. So no way, maybe the others who had come there, were hungry and they'd eaten and maybe there was nothing left in the kitchen. But no, I don't think it was because they didn't refuse. It was just that the Indian team coming back from Lord's, just walking distance. But there was so much of, noise and, celebrations in the dressing room itself. I mean, nobody wanted to leave the scene. It was a scene for, for me, the greatest day in my cricketing life. And, I just didn't want to leave the scene. I just wanted to be there, be with my teammates. And, we were just shouting, God knows what. The things that we did in the dressing room after all the people had left. And we lost a lot of kit. People just walked out with somebody's bat, and nobody at Lord's stopped you because everybody thought that the bat has been given by the players. Because everybody walked out and we didn't even know half the people who were in the dressing room.
Can I? Sunny bhai, coming to the India-Pakistan match, we keep hearing players say, it's just another game. We in the media build it up as something extra serious than a cricket match. And that's the pattern. And given the political context at the moment, that's how it is. How do you actually stay calm and say, it is just a cricket match? Is it possible for the players, i.e. Virat Kohli and his team, to actually mentally tell themselves it is just a cricket match?
And so especially in the present scenario when there's so much talk all around about the tensions at the border and the fact that India should not play Pakistan, at least a significant part of the population saying that.
I think, players are trained. Cricketers are trained to forget the previous ball, just to focus on the ball that's coming. And in that scenario, I don't think you think in terms of the opposition per se, that look, we are playing A team, B team. You're just looking at the bowler. You're just looking, when you're bowling, you're just looking at the batsman. You're trying to go through your mind when you're a bowler that these are his weaknesses. This is what we discussed about. This is the length that I should be bowling to him. So that's what the bowler is thinking. The batsman is just thinking about the ball that's coming to him. He's not thinking it's coming from an Imran Khan or it's coming from Craig McDermott or Ian Botham. He's just thinking of the ball. So while there is an awareness before you step onto the field that this is a must-win game, that awareness is there and that certainly charges you up. But at the same time, you don't want to be, like they say, overcharged, because if you're overcharged, you try and do something with so much josh that your timing goes. As a batsman, it is better to stroke the ball than to power the ball. Not always, depending on your natural game. Stroking the ball gives you more control over playing the shot. Powering the ball, your timing might go because you're trying to hit the ball too hard, and your bat speed might be completely different. It can actually result in an inside edge onto the stumps, or you not getting the ball in the middle of the bat. So while emotion will always be there, and the emotion comes to the fore while you're fielding, not so much while you're actually batting or while you're bowling. The emotion comes to the fore when you're fielding because you know that this is the big game. This is the game where the eyes of the cricket supporters of your country are totally on you. And that's why, it becomes such a big game.
Could you please hand over the mic to that gentleman?
Sunil bhai, we have seen you facing some of the fastest bowlers. and I have especially followed you playing in your city, whether it's Holding and Roberts or Dennis Lilly without helmet. What I want to, and we really enjoyed your success against those bowlers, but how do you differentiate the fast bowlers of that time and today's, including Shoaib Akhtar or the latest fast bowlers? Is my first question. And is there a lot of difference between the bats of that time and today? And are they making the difference in hitting sixes?
Well, as to your first question, it's difficult to answer that because when you play bowlers from 22 yards, it's a different situation. When you're watching bowlers from the safety of the commentary box, they might actually look slower than because you have that much more distance to see the speed. But I'm pretty certain that there's a marginal difference in speed, which doesn't really make that much of a difference when you're playing. If somebody is bowling at 145 kilometers per hour and somebody is bowling at 150 kilometers per hour, at 5 kilometers per hour speed, really at that level isn't much of a difference. If a 145 kilometer per hour and a 155, 10 kilometers hour, yes, that is somewhat a difference. The only thing is that in the earlier days, there was no restriction on the bouncers. So bowlers could actually intimidate you with the constant deliveries going past your face. Now you have only 2 bouncers allowed. And whether you're wearing a helmet or not wearing a helmet, I think that becomes just that little bit easier than when even if you're wearing a helmet and if you were still facing 5 bouncers and over, you would still be, not knowing how to handle it. So that's the only difference I would say. As far as the bats are concerned, yes, the bats now are made well. There's so much research gone into making of bats that despite the thickness of the bat, the weight hasn't increased. And that's the beauty of today's manufacturing. The way they press the bat, the way they get the curve, so that the middle of the bat has a lot more throw, is absolutely amazing. And some of the best bats today are made in north of India.
There's another one there.
Hi. One of the questions that tends to get overlooked is the mental strength and the belief and the conviction. So many a times you'd find that teams which are not so good on paper tend to do well on the ground because of the mental belief and the mental strength and endurance. So my question to you is, out of all the teams that are playing a Champions Trophy this time around, which ones do you think rank in terms of the pecking order, and is the Indian cricket team as mentally tough as it is in the skill set?
I think I'd rank Australia at the top as far as the mental strength is concerned. I'm talking about the Champions Trophy. India, pretty much on par with Australia. Then I think it's all pretty iffy. Every other team after that has some sort of mental weakness or the other. Not a sense of confidence in their bowling, not a sense of confidence in their batting, not very certain about their wicket keeping, or not very certain about the kind of fielding that they'll have. So India and Australia have, over the last couple of years particularly, have developed so much of confidence in their ability to tackle any situation. That's why they are mentally strong. They're mentally strong also because they believe in each other. Mentally strong because they've got such a balanced team, both attacking, batting, watchful batting, towards the end, the big hitting required in the final few overs, the bowling, new ball bowling, death overs bowling, middle overs bowling. They have confidence that, their boys can do it. The support system for both the teams has been fantastic over the last couple of years, which is the reason why they've got the results that they have. South Africa is another team which is very good, but mentally, in a multi-country tournament, they have somehow or the other found themselves just a little bit short. When it comes to the knockout matches, at the group stage, they are outstanding because there is always the next game to play. In a knockout game, you lose the game, you're out. And that is where South Africa have this Champions Trophy, the opportunity to prove that they have overcome that.
इंडिया के अलावा और किन 2 टीमों को आप चांस देंगे चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी में? कौन सी आपकी टॉप 3 या 4, मैं कहूँ 4, कौन सी सेमीफाइनलिस्ट्स होंगे?
Take to England. In my view, again, for this tournament, England are the favourites because they're playing at home. They've been playing outstanding cricket over the last couple of years. And the way they've transformed their one-day cricket into the attacking culture, fearless culture, which wasn't quite the case prior to the defeat in the 2015 World Cup. After that defeat, and when New Zealand came to England, and the kind of cricket New Zealand played, I think England decided to do exactly the same. And we had an outstanding one-day series. And I think in 5 out of 5 matches, there were 4 matches in which 300 plus scores were seen by both the teams. So 600 runs in 4, I think, out of 5 matches. And England won the series. And ever since then, they've been playing that kind of cricket. Therefore, I think England, because of the home conditions, everything, is my favourite. But again, will the tag of favourites be that much more pressure on them? Will they be able to handle that pressure? That's the only question, which is the reason why Australia and India are the 2 teams I believe have the self-confidence to tackle situations and get through.
England, Australia, India.
Australia, India 3. And my 4th team would be South Africa.
साउथ अफ्रीका. तो इंडिया के पूल को देखते हुए तो यहाँ पर हालांकि श्रीलंका है, पर अगेन श्रीलंका में वही है कि कई नए नाम आ जाते हैं, वो अनुभव बदल जाता है. हालांकि उन्होंने भी प्रैक्टिस की है कि हम उन्हीं परिस्थितियों में रहकर वैसा अपना अभ्यास करके आएंगे. सबने सीरियसली लिया है, चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी है. लेकिन पूल से इजीली इंडिया के लिए आगे बढ़ना है.
देखिए, पूल में एक जैसे हम बनाना पील कहते हैं, वो बनाना पील तो पहली 2 मैचेस है. एक मतलब कि पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ बिकॉज ऑफ द सिचुएशन पाकिस्तान कैन लिफ्ट इट्स गेम अप. एंड श्रीलंका की जो बॉलर्स है, न्यू बॉल बॉलर्स है, वो इस हवामान का फ़ायदा उठा के भारतीय बल्लेबाजों को तकलीफ दे सकते हैं. बट आई स्टिल बिलीव इंडिया हैज़ इट टू गेट थ्रू,
टू डिफेंड.
एब्सोल्युटली.
एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन.
Sunny, how were you able to deal with the coach captain equation that we were talking about some time ago during your days? And what was the role of senior cricketers in your team like Kapil Dev, Amarnath, etc., in terms of the roles that they played and also the equation between you and themselves?
We didn't have a coach. We invariably had a former cricketer coming as a manager and one of the board officials coming as the assistant manager. Or sometimes it used to be the board official as the manager and a former cricketer as the assistant manager. And that person was always a great help because he was a senior player who'd been around. He would be somebody we would go to quite regularly to ask about our problems, talk to him about our problems. And if he was a good listener, and most of them were good listeners and good thinkers on the game, then they would come and tell you that, look, this is the way you should go about it. Also, I think there used to be terrific interaction between the seniors in the team. And so you could have a Vishwanath, you could have a Prasanna, you could have, so many of the senior players coming and chipping in with their ideas. Kapil, Mohinder, there were guys like Yashpal Sharma who had something or the other to say about, field placing. There was Krishnamachari Srikanth. So all these guys, we would sort of exchange ideas, and that's how it happened. We didn't quite have the training as these guys do, so perhaps we were short on that. We were not quite as fit as these guys are. These guys are super fit. These guys are marvelous athletes. I don't think we were athletes. Some of us were like Kapil. Kapil was a natural athlete. But I think a lot of us otherwise struggled. We wouldn't be able to do some of the things that these guys today do. And that is the advantage of the current team, that they've actually got a proper physical trainer, a proper dietitian, and that's why I think they can stretch their careers that much longer and stay fit and stay motivated. See, staying motivated is the most important thing. And to stay motivated, you cannot be physically tired. If you're physically tired, you want to rest, you want to take it easy. That's why physical fitness becomes such an important aspect in the modern world. And that's what, all the teams, but especially the Indian team has got. And because the support staff of the Indian team is an absolutely wonderful support staff, and they're keeping their players not just on their toes, but fully fit.
वेस्ट इंडीज़ के बॉलर्स का जिक्र भी आया था और हम सबको याद है कि किस तरीके से आपका वो शानदार उनके खिलाफ औसत रहता था। आज की तारीख में उन गेंदबाजों का अक्स भी हमें ढूंढने से नहीं मिलेगा, किसी का कोई अंश किसी में मिल जाता है। लेकिन जो इंडियन यूनिट है, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान के अगेंस्ट पहला मुकाबला है जहां हम हमेशा कहते हैं इंडियन बैटिंग वर्सेस पाकिस्तानी बॉलिंग, उनकी बॉलिंग ख़राब नहीं है इस वक्त उनकी टीम की, लेकिन हमारी बॉलिंग भी ऐसी इस वक्त दिख रही है जो उन्हें थ्रेटन करेगी उस तरीके से।
हाँ बिल्कुल, क्योंकि हमारे बॉलर्स के पास खास करके भुवनेश्वर कुमार, उमेश यादव, मोहम्मद शामी, इनके पास ना सिर्फ पेस है, इनके पास स्विंग है, इनके पास मूवमेंट है, सीम मूवमेंट है और स्विंग मूवमेंट जो इंग्लैंड में मिलती है वो उनके पास है। तो इसी की वजह से वो मैं समझता हूँ और ज़्यादा खतरनाक होंगे। हाँ, पाकिस्तान के जुनैद, पाकिस्तान के मोहम्मद आमिर, वो भी गेंद स्विंग करेंगे, उनके पास भी गति है, तो उनको खेलना आसान नहीं बनेगा। पर जो वैरायटी इंडिया के न्यू बॉल बॉलर्स में है, देखिए जुनैद और मोहम्मद आमिर आर प्रीटी मच द सेम, लेफ्ट हैंड ओवर द विकेट, सो यू नो प्रीटी मच द सेम, बट with Bhuvneshwar Kumar, with Umesh Yadav, with Mohammad Shami, I think they bring just that little bit slightly different threats to the opposition, and therefore I think the variety, the variation in the Indian attack with the spin as well as the pace makes it a much more potent attack.
और क्योंकि कोई बायलैटरल सीरीज नहीं होती है इन दोनों टीमों के बीच, इसीलिए दोनों एक दूसरे के लिए बिल्कुल नए और अचानक एक सरप्राइज की तरह आते हैं।
नहीं, सरप्राइज तो नहीं होगा, बिकॉज इन टुडेज डे विद ऑल द वीडियोस अवेलेबल कंप्यूटर पे आप सब यू कैन ऑलवेज सी द प्रीवियस गेम, तो सरप्राइज तो कुछ होगा नहीं। पर कभी कभी बनता है कि आप अगर किसी बॉलर को खेले नहीं हो तो वो क्या करेगा, उसके पास कौन सी एक जो मैजिक डिलीवरी है। मैजिक डिलीवरी की बात कर रहे हैं तो ये जनाब जो आगे, इनके पास तो काफ़ी मैजिक डिलीवरीज हुआ करती थी, तो जब मैजिक डिलीवरी बनती है तो कुछ भी हो सकता है।
राइट। हम एक आखिरी सवाल, क्योंकि बहुत हाथ उठ रहे हैं, एक आखिरी वन, दैट जेंटलमैन ओवर देयर प्लीज।
My question relates to the controversy between the coach and the captain. You said that this is a very healthy situation to have difference of opinion and contrary views. Does it really help the players to keep their morale, or it affects their morale if these stories are circulated around? That's the question.
Thank you.
You know, if I tell you that the modern player actually doesn't give a damn about what appears in the media or on television, you'd probably feel I'm talking nonsense. But the modern player actually doesn't give a damn, doesn't actually care what is appearing in the print, doesn't give a damn about what the commentators are saying, or even though some of their friends might be saying, "Arey, Sunny said this about you." It doesn't matter to them. It's just something that just flows over them because they are so focused on improving their game and trying to get better. I don't think it really makes a difference. So all these things which are appearing in the papers, I don't think it's going to make an iota of difference to the players because they know that they have got to win. They've got to go and do their best because if they don't do their best, they're going to be out of the team. So none of these things are going to matter.
Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful session. Thank you so
Thanks.
much.